Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Today in AZ After Show. I thought I'd start really calm and easy because I'm going to start screaming frenetically probably pretty soon once we get into this discussion because this really grinds my gears.
Oh.
You were talking about the past tense of grind your gears earlier. Ground?
Yeah.
Grind?
Ground.
This grounds my gears.
Grizzled.
Grounds my gears. Just add a few hours.
I
We're discussing social media today on the show. Your pet peeves, the things that annoy you. So we'll set the table right now. You guys can file in with your comments, and we'll get to a few of them in a second. So let's start. According to the millennials, us, darn millennials, they're ruining everything. These are the most annoying things that older folks do online. First, accidentally posting on their own Facebook wall. You said you love that. I'm going to ask you to explain why in a second. Followed by responding to awkward posts, the things you're not supposed to comment on. Writing in all caps and using incorrect grammar. For me, it's the there and the your and your that really gets me.
Yeah.
The possessive form of it's and the contraction it is and then it's, that also bothers me too. But
yeah.
So we want to hear from you. What are the most annoying social media things that you see in your feed every single day? Like what do you spot when you're scrolling and you're like, I can't with this person?
You know what boggles my mind is that people still don't understand like that you shouldn't probably
say everything that's on your mind.
Say everything that's on your mind. But also comment on things that are like just really crazy political wise.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't get involved.
I don't get involved. And the people that do get involved, I'm like, what are you thinking, buddy?
The people that are using social media as an outlet, like for that sort of stuff, like bad political rhetoric or whatever you want to use as an example here, like they shouldn't be doing that in the first place, but you as a commenter need to know to stay out of the line of fire.
Right.
Like don't get involved. Don't stick your head in that
if
mess.
it does grind your gears.
Yeah.
You know?
I had some guy message me the other day on social media asking why I'm not sharing my thoughts on a certain political view. And I'm like,
excuse me.
and he was upset, so upset that I wasn't doing that. And I'm like, that's not what I use Facebook for.
Right.
Like, you know, I use it for fun things and information and whatever. And he was really upset and like attacked me, so I had to block him.
Blocked. You're quick to block too. You pulled that trigger
Very
real
quick.
fast.
I thought about you. I was like, if this was Emma, she would block him.
Well, because you know what, I go to social media for the same thing. Like, you know,
fun,
for my
lighthearted,
job.
or information. You know,
exactly.
useful
a little bit
information.
of an escape.
Yeah.
I don't like the dark side of social media, and to me, it's not even worth giving my time to. So the easiest way to get rid of it is just to block them.
The town hall criers screaming at each other.
Yeah.
The problem with like conversation on social media, especially political conversation, is that like 95% of it is just poorly informed. Like if someone would just Google a topic and do a little
biggest
research on
problem.
it, these conversations wouldn't even exist. I don't have any problem with people sharing their views or having like intelligent discussion about it, but they just turn into screaming matches.
But that's what's tricky about social media as well, is that a lot of people develop an opinion based on a headline, based on like a tiny little snippet.
Did you read the article?
You're not getting the whole story. And it's easy to get passionate behind a screen because you don't have anyone like looking at you in the face like, dude, dial it back.
Right, that's my biggest thing is when people use social media almost as a shield where they think they can just say or do whatever and they don't have to be held accountable. You know, maybe saying really nasty things, bullying, all that kind of stuff is, you know, let's just, you know, it's Facebook, it's a social, we're supposed to be social and interacting with one another in a positive, uplifting way. And sure, you know, you could have healthy debates and sharing ideas and photos and things like that. But whenever we use it as a weapon,
tear someone down.
And you think you could do it because people don't know who you are, or you know you're behind your screen. There's the shield.
That's a telltale sign that someone is up to no good when they don't have a profile picture.
Yeah.
When it's either like the generic blank one, or it's like a picture of an animal or a Japanese cartoon or something.
I responded to a tree yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. Who was dogging me for something really silly, and so when I get something like that, typically I would block them.
Yeah.
But in this case, it was so dumb what they were commenting on that I even responded. I was like, listen, it takes a lot less energy to be kind to people than it does to like
that's good.
Try and stir something up. The response was, oh, it's okay, thanks for responding, I really love you and I love your show.
About half the people do that. They come off the ledge. I think they're just trying to get your attention or something.
I know, I'm like, wait a second.
We're having audio issues, just so you guys know.
Oh, that's a shame, because this is a really good discussion.
It says your audio doesn't match your picture, and it's not synced. And someone else said
that has happened on this show before. I apologize. One of our viewers, when this happened last time, said that it was actually a better show because it was hilarious.
Wait, it was kind of like those kung fu
like
movies.
Godzilla. It's like a Godzilla movie with bad subtitles.
That's kind of cool. Okay, so what do we need to do, guys?
I must slay you and save my family.
Do we need... Do we need to stop?
No, I think we're just
Are
going to
we
keep
okay?
going. We're going to persevere.
Let's read some of the comments. We have
Yeah,
lots
so
of
Lisa
people.
agrees with you, by the way, when people just hide behind a screen and get mean.
It's horrible.
And then Pam says the same thing when racists and bigots reveal themselves by what they post. And John makes a great point, too. Yeah. People seem to forget that there's a real existence out there spending 99% of their days staring at their phone when there's like a real world that you can go interact with. It's pretty cool. It's way cooler than what you find online.
Brandon was super upset with us. He goes, when your morning show starts 5 minutes late.
Oh, that wasn't our fault.
It was more technical problems. I'm sorry.
Hey.
And it was like 4 minutes late, but I'm splitting hairs here. You're right. I don't want to start with.
We're getting picked on. Lucy says news anchors that don't use grammar correctly.
Oh, who did
No,
it?
but I do that all the time.
Who did
Sorry.
it? Sometimes I get auto-corrected.
Yeah, that is true sometimes.
You get auto-corrected, but also, like, even just speaking, we get 4 hours of sleep, and this is live television,
Yeah.
and there isn't a teleprompter typically. So, yeah, you're probably going to get just, like, normal conversation, which sometimes is littered with things that are incorrect grammatically.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Like maybe that sentence I just said.
Diana doesn't like seeing pictures of abused kids and animals. You ever see those things on your feed, like you won't believe what someone did to these puppies, and you're like, oh, like it's an awful story, and it's good to put that out there in the world so that people don't do stuff like that.
Right.
But then when you're having a happy time scrolling through, and then you see like a dog, a mangled animal, you're like, oh, it's horrific.
I've seen that. It makes me so upset. A dog or the baby stuff, like the baby videos that are so awful, like a bad babysitter doing horrible things. Yeah, like, no. Makes me so sad.
I'm seeing a little bit of heads up.
Ashley, everyone getting offended over every petty thing. I had a conversation with someone on Twitter the other day who said that his like platform is just, I don't care. Like, not saying that you don't care about any social or political issue, because obviously you care about some things, but your stance on social media is, I don't care. You don't need to be in an uproar over every little thing.
Right.
Like, and we do like the trending stuff in the mornings and stuff, but I would like to think that we're just promoting the conversation and not the outrage. Like, I don't want to be a facilitator for outrage.
I agree.
Right.
Chill
I totally
out.
agree.
We can discuss it. We can talk about how it makes us feel, but that doesn't mean that every little thing has to be a pound your fist into the pavement movement, you know?
Yeah.
I love Sandra's way. She said, unless you're inviting me to dinner, I don't care to see every meal you make or eat.
Okay, here, real quick. What is the silliest meal you've ever taken a picture of and posted online? Or snack? Because I get it if you're at the 5-star
Right.
resort dinner and you're
I
taking
do
a
my
picture.
tacos all the time,
Yeah?
but it's because it's like Taco Tuesday, and I'm trying to show people there's different ways to eat tacos.
Girl, those look
and
so
things.
good every time you do that.
Yeah, but I did one last week without the tortilla. It was just like a lettuce wrap, but it was still so delicious and amazing. And then everybody was like, "Oh, I didn't think that to do that on Taco Tuesday when I'm out eating," you know?
And listen, because those food pictures work. Because
They do.
I was on Instagram and I saw a delicious
Yes.
food picture, and I was supposed to go out to lunch with Vanessa. I texted her and I said, never mind, we're going to this place because this looks so good.
And she sends me the screenshot from Instagram. I'm like, okay.
And we went, and it was really good.
Yeah.
Good for business if you have good looking
Can't stop
food.
dreaming about it.
I
Anything
can't
come to
help
mind?
it.
Weird food you've taken pictures of?
What about you?
I took a picture of a beef and cheddar in my car the other day.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, during the show, I halted a conversation between Kristen Keough and Emma because there was an Arby's commercial on.
Yes.
And I have been conditioned over my 30-some years on this planet to recognize when a fast food chain is doing a promotion. I could tell they were going to offer something good involving beef and cheddars, which is the best sandwich you can get from Arby's. I don't want to hear a differing opinion. I waited until the very end and saw the 2 for $6 bacon beef and cheddar graphics, and I said to Emma, I said, I
excited about
applauded
it.
first because I was
Yes.
very happy about this. And I said, I'm eating this today. And y'all thought I was playing. I went to Arby's after I was done with my shopping run. And sometimes you want it so bad, you can't do it at home. You have to do it in the parking lot. Wait. So I ate the sandwiches in the parking lot. And then I posted pictures of them.
We don't want him to get cold.
Right.
You know what?
You don't want
Yeah.
cold roast beef?
Exactly.
I'm not ashamed of being the fat kid that I am deep down inside, you
You
know?
know what? I'm right there with you.
When you eat
sandwiches
Whataburger,
in
you
your
have to eat your burger right away, too, because if you take it home, it
In and
gets
out,
cold.
too. Eat it in your car.
Yeah. It's like, well, that's why they give you the thing
Yeah.
to eat in the car.
They know.
Yeah. They're like, you're going to eat this in your car right now.
Time out.
Yes.
Whataburger or In-N-Out?
In and out.
Oh, in
In and out.
Oh, really? Everyone's
Yeah.
In-N-Out? Okay.
I do like Whataburger's fries. But you have to, like I said, those you have to eat right away because for some reason the times that I've like taken them home, they're cold.
I know. I hate anything that I have to take home. I
All
just
right.
want to eat right then and there.
More discussions about your social media pet peeves in just a minute. Let's take a break and get to our ICYMI. In case you missed it, we had a lot of fun on Today in AZ this morning, including this segment in the Morning Juice that had us rolling.
If you're going to Hooters and you say you're going for the wings, you won't be lying. The chain is under new leadership and has unveiled new family-friendly uniforms for its new fast casual chain, Hoots. so it's no longer Hooters, it's Hoots, for those ones anyway. You can see employees are dressed more conservatively. Right now, there's only one Hoots location in the country, and it's in Illinois, but more are on the way. So do you think guys will still
You
go
were
to
saying off camera,
Hooters?
those outfits look like they work at Target.
Target.
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really do. But here's my question. So the original Hooters will stay. We're just adding
Yeah,
some
you're
new
just
sounds like,
adding some
yeah.
additional ones called Hoots for it's more family friendly instead of the orange shorts. But you know what? Those orange shorts don't do justice for anybody anyway. Seriously.
Oh, I don't know. I look great in them, especially right now.
Great Halloween costume, Emma.
Those look like the post-baby undies that they give you at the hospital.
Oh gosh, I know what they look like now because of Amy Schumer. All right, guys, now it's time for your juicy question of the morning. There are over 40,000 of these in the U.S. What are these? Hooters?
I think it's more than that. I don't know.
I meant the restaurant.
They come in pairs generally. It's probably a larger number for that reason alone.
Stop it.
Oh, I meant the restaurant.
This seems like a very natural segue for you, Crystal. Get your guesses in 602.
A natural segue.
Oh.
I feel like I have to always save us.
Yeah.
You do.
These wings are extra hot right now.
I mean, look at Betty Boop. She looks fabulous.
Yeah, golly,
You know-
speaking of Hooters.
Yeah.
Hey now, Dollar, what can I get you?
You guys are out of control.
Yeah, we went off the rails pretty hard there.
Was off the
Well,
rails.
I should give a hoot about this story because apparently I've worked at Hooters for almost 6 years.
What? Explain.
Apparently. So you know how when you get in your car and your phone tells you how far to work? There's a Hooters right here. My
At the
phone
Arizona Center.
literally says every morning, 25 minutes to Hooters, work. Every morning.
You need to start calling in.
That's what
You
she
can't
does?
No show, no call
I
anymore.
mean,
I wondered why you had those orange shorts in your you know?
Right. The litter follows her everywhere.
They're comfy.
And those nylons that they have.
Yeah, the nylons.
Yeah. Make everything's smooth.
Oh my gosh. Beyonce wears those nylons.
Oh, you're right, she does. I did see it in her thing.
I want to wear those today. They smooth every single thing out.
Yeah,
of your
but they're
legs.
just, they're not comfortable. Remember, like you wear them from time to time.
yeah.
But
winter months, you need them for
I remember
sure.
my mom used to always wear them growing up, and then she was like, I can't wait to take these off. Like, you know.
Is that how she talks?
Yes.
I got
You know, it's kind of like our Spanx. It's like, you know,
Yeah.
it's like of course it does justice for us, but then it's like as soon as you get home, you want to like peel those
Oh,
things off.
totally.
Fair. Paul, any thoughts?
Well, no. I mean, honestly, like, there are male Spanx. I don't wear male Spanx, by the way. I let my belly just hang out.
All
Sorry,
Spanx.
guys. But
Wait, have you never worn nylons? Because you sometimes for your Halloween costumes
You
dress
have.
up as a lady.
You wore red nylons.
She's never gonna live this down.
No, you're
They were
never.
fishnets. I'm not sure about what they were made of. They may not have been nylon, but there are men's boxer briefs that that are very snug and like form fitting that like are relatively tight. But it's the same feeling. Like you feel like you're wrapped up in a
Those are
cocoon.
like
You
when
wanna
you're
go home and
running
get the
or
thing off.
doing.
Yeah, or just
sports.
feeling particularly fat and you need to fit into your suit and you
Find
want to
that
squeeze
picture.
everything in
Darn
there.
it, I can't find it.
Oh, whoa, not that picture.
Find out Paul's Facebook page. Dagnabbit.
Oh, you're looking
Wait,
for the
I
picture of
remember
me in
this
a dress.
post.
Yeah.
Wasn't your daughter also in that same
Listen.
outfit?
Listen,
You want
speaking
me to
of,
find it? I'll find it.
so I went back
share it with
home
the
to
people.
my parents' place in San Diego, and my mom likes to give my daughter Beverly like funny outfits, like this will be funny if she puts this on. It was like a dress from Legoland. It looked like a beer maid, you know, which
Yeah.
is also funny to put a 2-year-old in.
Sure.
So
Kinda
she
like a
wore that,
dirndl?
she put on the dress and she wore it every single day that we were there. And I thought it was so cute. I took a picture and I sent it to Paul.
got it for
I
you.
send pictures of my kids to everyone. But I sent that one to Paul and his response was not what I was expecting.
I followed up with a picture of me in the same dress.
Oh my gosh.
The same exact
It's exactly the
dress.
same thing.
And those
Look
are
at the lacing
fishnet-
in the middle, and we're the same person.
That was
Please tell me that was for Halloween.
Oh, it was, yeah.
Okay.
I mean
It was actually more than one
half
Halloween, because if you're going to invest in a full bit of women's clothing, you might as well wear it more than once. So I wore it until those fishnets wouldn't even stay up on my calves anymore. They were all worn out, and then I had to chuck them.
That'd be a great. If you were to the bar this weekend, that'd be a great conversation starter. Like the ladies would come up.
You're
to
joking,
you.
but dead serious. The Halloweens that I wore this out, I was very popular with the ladies because it's a conversation starter.
Yeah.
I'm a 6'1" dude with chest hair sticking out of a dress, wearing fishnets. Of course they're going to come up and say hi. It screams confidence.
See, for Beverly, there was a different kind of conversation that was started. But
Everybody's like, you're so cute.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
One thing I
You
learned
need to
about
share that
wearing
picture you shared with us yesterday. That was the cutest little thing.
Oh,
ever.
the face that she makes.
Oh yeah. Well, we're
We're going to turn it into a meme.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll wait till
Okay.
the time is right. One last thing about the dress, and then I'm going to move on. I learned you have to be careful dancing in dresses. I don't know how you ladies do it, because
It's like the first thing you learn when you put on a dress.
yeah. So well, I didn't grow up that way, so I had to
And if you
learn on the fly.
step outside when it's windy.
Oh, right.
You
It's a little Marilyn Monroe action,
Exactly.
right? What else you got from comments?
You know what I
Social
like
media
this?
pet
Robert
peeves.
Smith says couples who get into nasty arguments and get everyone involved to see how many likes they can get on Facebook.
I've seen that.
Bad.
I've seen that. It is bad.
Yes. Kathy says keep your personal problems personal. Don't put them on Facebook.
You know, a major faux pas that a lot of people sometimes don't realize is when you post pictures of you on vacation, that is a big no-no because everyone who knows where you live,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like, oh, obviously they're not home, so that's a great
Post
time
them
to
afterwards.
break into their house.
I know. I've been posting some from a trip I did like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, "How are you here and in
Yeah.
San Diego
You
right
have-
now?"
but
that's
have
what
to
you
do-
have to do.
Totally.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it wouldn't be an after show if we didn't bring up the Kardashians. But they learned this the hard way is they would post where they were and then their homes kept getting broken
Yeah.
into.
Oh.
So now things that you will see posted from a lot of celebrities are late because of that exact fact.
That's smart.
We need to listen to Dasha. Annoying on TV when discussions when they all talk at once.
Oh, yeah.
that what we're doing?
We never do that. We never talk over
Hey,
each
Paul,
other, right?
That big guy.
John says too many live shows on Facebook. Oh, she's talking about us.
Dang it.
Sorry.
Kristen says when you only hear part of the story, like when people only post part of
Yeah.
the story or
Yes.
something, and you're like, what? That doesn't make sense.
Or you
I
can have.
liked what we asked.
Oh, sorry. Or you could have the opposite, where somebody posts a whole novel, and you're like,
Yes,
"Just give
and
me
you don't
the
have
bullet
time to read
points."
it.
Right.
TLDR, the too long, didn't read.
Cindy's was my favorite when someone says they're going into surgery and then they don't post anything after that.
They went in. Did they come out? I don't know.
Yikes.
Politics in general, discrimination, says Valerie.
In general.
Yeah. Anyway.
Which, boy, that's going to ramp up over the next year.
One more here. So this one is unique to all the other ones that we've been talking about. Heather, when Facebook advertises something to you that it heard you say in a conversation.
yes.
When you get the ads, you start talking about something and then it just shows
Isn't that
up.
crazy? When you look on your,
It's trippy.
when you're not on Facebook, but you're Googling something,
Yep.
right? And then all of a sudden you log on to Facebook and then that ad comes up. I'm like, how does it know that?
Confession here.
Uh-oh.
You were looking up ladies' shoes?
It's actually worse than that.
Ooh.
Somehow in a conversation, there was, I can't believe I'm actually sharing the story. There was
Story time.
something came up
Oh,
about
yeah.
crotchless women's underwear.
Wow. Are we going there right now?
I am not a guilty party at all in this instance, but I literally laughed out loud because the second I got on Facebook, like it was literally like 30 seconds later, the first ad on my freaking Facebook was for crotchless panties. And I'm like, what? Like, first of all, I didn't know that you could advertise that sort of thing on Facebook.
Sure.
Second of all, I am not the target demo for that. Like, that is 100% not your
And
market.
this was on his work computer.
Yeah. Ah!
Oh my gosh.
my.
I don't even know what to say.
No, me
I guess we just say goodbye then. Thanks for watching the Today in AC After Show, 7:30 tomorrow. If you thought this show was off the rails, wait till Friday.
Friday gets weird.
Thanks for staying with us. Don't be mean to people on social media. Be nice. It's way easier.
That's
Including us.